Now, despite drawing a blank in their draw at home to Leicester on Boxing Day, you'd imagine Hull manager Steve Bruce must be pretty content going into the new year. Only 6 months into his new job, Hull were lying second in the title race, and earlier on Saturday, they welcomed Neil Warnock's Leeds, who'd won 5 of their last 7. Watching this one for us was Adam Pope.
Hull City in second against 9th place Leeds United at the KC Stadium, and Hull make one change from the goalless draw with Leicester. Sunderland hadn't recalled midfielder David Myler, who returns from suspension, which means captain Robin Corran joins Shoni Aluko up front. For Leeds, captain Lee Peltier is rested again with a groin injury, but plenty of changes from the 4-2 defeat at Forest. Top scorer Luciano Vecchio drops to the bench, El Hadjouf misses out, and Ross McCormack and David Thomas start up front. Roloff Austin and Jerome Thomas miss out in midfield. Adam Jory comes out of defence as Jason Pearce, Aidan White and David Norris all come into play. Byron trying to find Paul Green. Green snuffed out by 2 players, including Quinn and Brady. Leeds winning all the 50-50s at the moment. Brady's throw. Dropped short by Tate. Chance for Corran. And he spurned it wide of the post. Alan Tate dropped Paddy Kenny a mile short. Corey Evans. Just one way than the other. Brady again hugging the touchline. Looking for delivery, that'll be over Corran. Managed to keep it alive. Mailer stayed in there. Inside the penalty, it goes down. The referee says no. Has Pearce just knocked him back? No, says the referee. And that's the important decision. Aluko. White shirt's a mass behind the ball. McCormack's going to have to work hard to get behind as well. Chester. El Mohammadi. Into Aluko again. What a turn from Aluko. Deflection and wide. Corner ball it will be, Hull City. Aluko, you see his confidence oozing back. Paddy Kenny having to face it to yet another bombard. Looking back, Abdullah Faye, the far post, into their side netting. And again, Abdullah Faye, who scored 4 goals so far this season, he thought he'd got a 5th. Big cries. It's the referee, Elchin says, yeah, no advantage. And Aidan White could be in a lot of trouble here. It did look bad. You have to say that Aidan White may have got lucky in some people's books. Myler picks up. Still down at 10 men at the moment, Hull. But El Mohammadi is back on, but he's come straight on. Did the referee allow him to come on? Didn't see the signal at the stage, but he's back on and it's 11 against 11. And it's getting feisty as well. Never play. El Mohammadi around the back, knocks up in the other effects. Looking for Corran. And then, what a chance. As Brady comes stealing in. Should have really scored. How he hasn't scored with the ball going at that pace. He's made a little stab at goal. And it's gone wide of the post. Now picks up against Leeds. Myler in the middle as well. Looking for Corran, has gone right through him. Doesn't reach Aluko. Another chance. El Mohammadi would stay down for a long time, showing absolutely no ill effects now. Flashes in a fine ball. Myler for Aluko, being held by Pearce. Pearce, maybe Luka trying to get the shot away, does do, and Paddy Kenny watches that hit the stanchion at the back of his goal. It took a skip, and Oluko is growing and growing in strength and confidence. He's turned Jason Pearce. Breaking forward for Hull, edge of the penalty area. Myler, what a stop from Paddy Kenny. Myler placed a shot beautifully to what he thought was wide of the keeper, but Paddy Kenny got down superbly well in the wet and in the grime and preserved the scoreline in Leeds' favour, you have to say, even though it remains 0-0. That's a fine stop, and Myler, if he'd gone full-blooded for the shot, might have beaten Kenny, but the placement couldn't. Good start to the half. All on top of the moment though. Oluka again, twisting the other way. Chance to shoot across goal, and it's evaded everybody's foot, and Myler could have had 2 in a minute. Oh, the game is all about the inches. How hasn't he made contact with that? Patient from Hull. Brown goes out to meet the Luco. Myler. Tall. Stride. The reverse ball. Evans in with a chance to shoot across. Kenny! And Corey Evans opens the scoring in the Yorkshire Derby. Hasn't scored this season. And this time makes no mistake. Leeds United finally undone. Intricate play in the end. And Evans stealing forward. Textbook finish across Paddy Kenny. Well, there's a gun-faced manager. El Mohammadi striding forward in towards Corin, and Paddy Kenny took no chances at his near post. Had to get down low. Might have well been going into the side netting. But you just never know. And Kenny doing the right thing. Corin, though, swift to turn towards goal. Brady. Looking for the in-swinger. Oh, it's a fine goal. Under no circumstances should Leeds United allow David Myler that much room. Superb delivery. It was like taking candy from a baby. And Myler thumps ahead of home. And Leeds United are all at sea in the wet at the KC Stadium. Hull City now 2 goals ahead. As Myler, head and shoulders above everybody else, doesn't have to work too hard to power his header past Paddy Kenny. Pearce away for Leeds. El Mohammadi in towards Quinn. Green is the wrong side of him. Quinn with a chance to shoot on goal. Quinn with a great shot. Drops again for Corin. Paddy Kenny save. 2 former Sheffield United players going up against each other there. And Quinn's shot was arcing into that corner. But Kenny put off a stunning save. But at 2-0 up, everything's worth a try. Quinn. Myler. Quinn again. He's control of the ball inside the penalty area. Twisting and turning. And it's Myler again. Proschwitz waits, so there's a Luka Proschwitz with the header down, and Kenny will save. The yard or so off his line. The German not quite getting enough on it to trouble Kenny. But again, the movement was excellent from Hull City. Leeds salvaged something at the death. Pearce has made his way forward. Going to jump in amongst bodies. It was Blanigat's up there and heads towards goal. And he was dipping underneath the bar, pulling Jakupovic into the save, which is more of a collect, I suppose. Barney just posing an area of threat again. It's well to get underneath the ball and head it towards goal and keep it under control.
Anybody who's witnessed us over the last 3-4 months, unfortunately when your show comes we seem to mess up, but thankfully today you can see what we're about. Something like 21 attempts on target against their 4, I think sums up our superiority on the day. Some of our football was great to watch, and the disappointing thing is that we didn't score, especially in the first half, and I thought it was going to be one of them days again. But some of our football was excellent at times.
Thankfully, January is coming. You know, we know that we need an improvement in the squad, and the new owners are totally behind that as well. So we're looking forward to bringing one or two people in and giving us a lift now, and especially for the fans. You know, the fans have been frustrated, and I think they know that we've got to try and improve the squad, and that's what we're going to be looking to do in next week.
Finally, Steve, I hope the other eye doesn't look a bit bloodshot come New Year's Day.
I know. It's shampoo, would you believe? I haven't had a drink yesterday. I was in bed for 10 o'clock, so unfortunately that's the way you see me. Not a pretty sight, but then again, the show goes on at midnight, so nobody will know any difference.
Well, we noticed, and we haven't even touched a drop. Well, not yet anyway. I've got to say, in terms of seeing out 2012, that was a pretty impressive way for Hull to see out the new year, because they were mightily impressive.
They were very, very good today. I was impressed from start to finish. Started off with a real tempo. Leeds matched up with them and went 5 at the back, and they were 5 at the back because Brady and El Mohammadi pushed them back all day long, and they kept the ball. The only problem was you thought, well, they're not scoring in the first half, they might have some problems, but they didn't. They came out second half, really pushed forwards. A lovely ball by Cohen there, who played up front, and he's usually an attacking midfield player, and a lovely finish there by Corey Evans. And that started them off, and from then on, there was only going to be 1 minute.
They're very pleasing on the eye, Hull. Great delivery that from Robbie Brady.
Yeah,
for the header.
it's a great delivery. And Milo, who's had his injury problems at Sunderland, again on loan, so it's a lovely header. Gets in front of Byron, and he's as I said, had his injury problems, but he's really is starting to look the part.
Steve Bruce has put his mark on that team. I mean, 7 of that starting 11 are his recruits, and one of them you're particularly impressed by.
I was impressed with him against Leicester, and I was impressed with him again today. The elder statesman, Abdullah Faye, the elder statesman with Hobbs and Chester beside him, and he just leads by example, and he kept real control on that back three, and he was a catalyst for everything good. I know people will talk about Holes, how they kept the ball, but every time the ball went in the box, he headed it, and when he needed to win a tackle one-on-one, he won the ball cleanly. I don't think he put a foot wrong today. He was outstanding, and you look at their squad, the faces coming into the squad, and every time somebody needs to step in, they've done a fantastic job.
Bags of experience from him, and of course he went up with West Ham last season, so he's been there and done it, of course. Well, as for the Championship leader,